Hello and welcome. You're watching CNN News 18 and the visuals that you're seeing are of the Prime Minister who is inaugurating the new Nalanda University campus in Bihar today. It's a very busy day for the Prime Minister. So these live visuals that we're getting to see of the Prime Minister just a day after, in fact, he visited his constituency Varanasi after his win. It was his first visit to Varanasi after the poll win, which also marked his visit to his parliamentary constituency since he was re-elected for the third term. He released the 17th installment of the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana. But that was all yesterday. Today is a new day and you have the Prime Minister who is inaugurating a new Nalanda University campus in Bihar. That holds a lot of significance for the Prime Minister and for the state as well, because this visit holds a historical significance. The campus, in fact, is named after the ancient university, which is renowned for attracting scholars from around the world for approximately over 1,000 years. So there you have it, the Prime Minister, along with the other dignitaries and all the others who have gathered. And of course, you have the JDU President Nitish Kumar as well, a very important ally for the NDA government, who is accompanying the Prime Minister for the inauguration of the new Nalanda University campus in Bihar today. So these morning visuals that we're getting of the Prime Minister who is in Bihar as he inaugurates the new Nalanda University campus. The upcoming visit holds historical significance, as I just mentioned. Payal joins us for more on this. Payal, it's a very important day for the Prime Minister. We are just seeing those live visuals as he has inaugurated the new Nalanda University. In fact, he had also put out a post earlier on about how this day is such a special one for India's education sector. He talked about, his excitement for inaugurating the new campus of the Nalanda University, and all of this is coming a day after he visited his constituency Varanasi for the first time after his poll win.
Well, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Vikas push continues, and that is the reason that he's here today in fact, Nalanda in Bihar. And remember, when multiple people questioned, how the government was really functioning, he said very clearly that between Nitish Kumar and his government, both in the center and in the state, they would work for the upliftment and development for the people of Bihar. And Nalanda holds a lot of significance as far as India's cultural history is also concerned as well. It's an ancient university. It's been waiting for years together to get that kind of impetus that it actually deserved. And not only just Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Mr. Jaishankar, India's Foreign Affairs Minister, and Mr. Pavitra Margarita, the MO's Foreign Affairs Ministry, have also joined Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with the Deputy CM of Bihar, Vijay Sinha, and also Samrat Chaudhary. And apart from that, Nitish Kumar himself was present.
Oh, absolutely. And it's so interesting, isn't it, Payal? This is coming a day after he even spent some time in Varanasi. He took the time out to review the work at the upcoming stadium and the sports complex in Varanasi. I was seeing those visuals and I was seeing the shots of that sports complex, such a beautiful complex that is coming up, and the Prime Minister taking that time out, spending time with the Chief Minister to review all the work and the progress after attending the Kisan Samman Sammelan that took place yesterday.
The Prime Minister makes one thing very, very clear, that no matter what the government comes and how many days the government takes to come, the work will already continue. And that's the reason before he came to power for the third time, he had already assured the people of this country that, the work will continue, the development work will continue, and there will be continuity in the government, there will be continuity in the work as well. And he has absolutely wasted no time. In fact, even before he became the Prime Minister and took over, he had already held a number of reviews already. He had spoken about the first 100-day program. He reviewed the heat wave situation. He reviewed the flood situation in the northeast. So the Prime Minister believes in charity, which means continuity is what everybody really keeps saying. But this is a very special day for Nitish Kumar as well, because Nalanda is his home district. It is, in fact, his home constituency, from where Nitish Kumar comes elected as well. So obviously the Prime Minister giving this gift to the people of Bihar. Remember, it has a lot of significance in old cultural civilization that one speaks about. Nalanda University is extremely significant as far as that is really concerned. So the Prime Minister bringing in the development push to the people of Bihar as promised. and education being a very, very key aspect as far as the state of Bihar and the eastern part of the country is concerned.
Oh, indeed. The university is also conceived as a collaboration between India and East Asia Summit. And as Payal, you have been rightly pointing out, it has a very deep connection with history, with the original Nalanda University that was established around 1600 years ago, being considered to be among the first residential universities in the world. Payal, could you tell us a little bit more about his schedule for the day? We are seeing the live visuals of the Prime Minister, who is part of the inauguration ceremony. So how long is he going to be here and what next? And there you see the dignitaries, as I just mentioned, because this university is conceived as a collaboration between India and East Asia Summit, the EAS nations. You have a lot of dignitaries coming in to witness this historic moment of the inauguration of the Nalanda University. Over to you, Payal. Just fill us in with more details.
Well, the Prime Minister in a short while from now is expected to speak at the university. Obviously, the inauguration holds a lot of significance, as you were saying. As far as the East Asia Connect is also concerned, the Prime Minister, in fact, will be speaking about that. Later in the day, the Prime Minister comes back to the national capital. There's a cabinet meeting which is going to happen at 5 o'clock. And after that, also a couple of meetings are lined up. So, the Prime Minister has always has, a packed schedule, to say the least. And we'll have to just wait and see what really follows from here on.
Interesting. And the Prime Minister is also scheduled to visit the ruins of Nalanda. That's going to happen perhaps after the inauguration ceremony is over. The ruins of Nalanda, that has been declared a UN heritage site in 2016. The Prime Minister is expected to pay a visit there. Nitish Kumar, his close ally, sitting right next to him, a very important partner in the NDA government. And as Payal was telling us, the Prime Minister is expected to speak as well and talk about the significance of this moment. And also Mr. Jaishankar is accompanying the Prime Minister on this very important visit, because you have dignitaries who have also come in from outside. They're all part of the inauguration ceremony. So, Payal, as we're seeing these visuals there, we can see all of the top brass applauding and waiting for the inauguration and the formalities to be completed before the Prime Minister starts speaking. But it's interesting that he's making these visits, isn't it, Payal? What's your take about, his visit to Varanasi that happened yesterday, him taking the time out to review the stadium and sports complex, overseeing all the work. He was talking about the progress, reviewing the progress at, that sports stadium in Kashi. So a lot of thrust, a lot of emphasis on development and education, it seems, by the Prime Minister.
Well, of course, the Prime Minister is, like I said, always focused on development of every part of the country. And that's the reason even when he went to Varanasi, it was more of an emotional occasion for him, because he was going back to the people who had actually brought him to power for the third time in a row. He got elected from Varanasi for the third time in a row. He became the Prime Minister for the third time in a row from there. That is something which was very significant, but yes, work was beckoning. He had to, in fact, do the DBT for the 17th installment of the Kisan Samman Nidhi, which would benefit over 9.3 crore farmers. That was there on the cards as well. But, Kashi Vishwanath Temple is something which is very, very emotionally connected with the Prime Minister. The Ganga Aarti is very emotionally connected. Because, the first time the Prime Minister decided to go there, he said that Mujhe Maa Ganga ne bulaya hai. So that is the kind of significance that he has. But wherever he goes, not only does he inaugurate the development projects, but he also takes a very, very close review of what's really the progress of the developing projects. For example, the sports stadium is going to be extremely important for the development of the city of Varanasi, given the fact that India is looking to bid for the 2036 Olympics. So sports infrastructure is going to come up in a big way all over the country. As far as this campus is concerned, let me tell our viewers that heads of 17 missions have joined the Prime Minister for this inauguration, and that's the reason Mr. Jaishankar's presence becomes extremely significant. And this is a net zero green campus, and that's something which of course also gives an impetus to Prime Minister's push for making the planet a green planet and promoting solar energy.
Interesting. Abhishek Jha is also joining us. Abhishek, the university is conceived as a collaboration between India and East Asia Summit nations, and therefore we are seeing a lot of representatives from perhaps Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore. Give us more details. I've also just seen the visuals of Mr. Jaishankar. Has the university signed MOUs to support the Nalanda University? Have all these nations signed the MOUs to support the university?
Well, there are multiple agreements with all these countries that their students will also be given an opportunity here. At the same time, the entire academics or the teachers or the total university academics will have contribution from all these countries. Because remember, the the erstwhile Nalanda, which was the center of eminence and study around the world way back from 4th century to 12th century, did have teachers from all across the world. Students would come here from all across the world, and that was the unique feature of that university, which made it so vibrant for so many centuries. At this time, also, when this Nalanda University was established in 2010 by Parliament,